Welcome, everyone, to the Freestyle Cast. I am your host, Matrixlord212, and I'm with a groggy Scott.
Hello.
I had my blanket on, Scott. You'll see the live stream that was like, I had to freaking my blankie on here, man. This I had on me, and I'm like, look, the blanket's awesome, but I look like an idiot. But that's fine, because I haven't been feeling well lately, and it's been cold. So, so I did a live stream, Scott, where I realized I screwed up yesterday.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. You ever, like, when I do the cast and I'm looking at the number of the Rehoogans, I'm like, something's wrong with the numbering. Something's wrong with the numbering. Yeah. When you make, like, thousands of casts, you get the numbers wrong sometimes. And problem is that this friggin' mobile phone, the app, doesn't show every goddamn video there is because it's limited. And I usually, it used to be better. So I'm like, I should not use this. Just use a computer. And I'm using this when I'm doing the numbering, even when we're doing the cast. Instead of going on there, because I want to see us, me seeing you, and rather than not see you and everything, I'm like, whatever. And I got the numbering wrong by 10. And I even screwed up the everything show. So going forward, regardless, no excuses, regardless of how I feel, I'm going to try to be on top of that. I do apologize. And yes, I made thumbnails with the wrong numbers on it. I don't even know if I'm going to change it. It's like, that's so much work. It's crazy. I apologize. It is 46 degrees, Scott, here. I don't know about you.
Let me check, see what you're supposed to be. Well, right here in T-Town, it is supposed to be about 86 today at some time.
86 for you? Jeez.
Yeah, 86, and yes, there's a flood warning here for Tulsa.
It is 46 for you.
Because we had rain. I heard it raining earlier this morning and last night. So it's like.
So this is early for you.
This is here. I just heard it raining outside. So
right now it's 8:57 for you.
Yeah.
That's it. I got you early, man. I'm sorry.
That's all right. No, I was already up. Already up. I sent some dude a tweet to ask him about a question, but he didn't last night. And plus, I found this this great app, which let me look at it again. It's called Movie Video Editor 15.
Oh yeah.
And it's I used to have an app. I used to have an iMac about a few years like last year or year before. I had to get replaced because it was old. It was real old. It was like 2008. It still worked. I mean, don't get me wrong. So I should have updated it to probably a later model. But when something works, it works.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, after a while, when things went wrong with it, I took it to Apple, and they'd have to nuke the whole thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and start from new. Well, I guess we nuked it far too many times, and finally it just would not boot back up. They said, oh, here, try this particular place to get fixed. Okay, fine. Well, make a long story short, found out it would be so much money to get it fixed, and it would been cheaper for me to get a new one. So with the help of my stepmom, I got this little guy who I got right here.
Okay. Which
is a Dale, but still, there's some programs on it which I still wish I had, like this is similar to iMovie, which I love, and there's a program that I'd really love too because it could make a stale background. And
I still have to bring my laptop to my cousin to fix because ever since I did that stupid update, I got blocked out of my own computer. I can't do crap on here. I can't do my writing, which also slowed up the writing too because you're used to using these programs. Now you can't access anything. And I had to back up everything. It was a nightmare. So I'm going to wind up trying to fix this computer before I get a new one. So
I've got an old iPad before they had the little, like I had the first iPad. I guess I let it go too long before recharging. Now I can't even charge it back up. So
I have to replace the battery on here.
I might take it to Apple, see if they can do it, because there's several movies on that, which I would love to transfer to this computer here.
I have to change the battery on here. because it keeps saying change the battery. It's just a thing you have to buy. It's like, all right. So I have to order it and stuff. And I have to, you know what it is? I keep putting off this computer. It's been broken for 2 years and I'm using it barely. You'll notice that something's wrong with my computer, everybody, because I'm using the stupid built-in camera that I can't, they won't allow me to use my webcam that I purchased. Like all the programs I can't access. So again, I'm using this thing where the lighting is messed up. The whole thing is messed up. You know, I have to wear a different color shirt in order for you to see me better because it's freaking out the window here, the light here. I'm going to wind up, because I'm getting disgusted with it, I'm going to want to either get a new damn computer or getting it fixed and get my webcam. I have my webcam here. So that's certain things.
That was another thing which I loved about the old computer too, because it had built-in camera. And I didn't have to, every time you guys came on, you know, so I'm going this. I didn't have to do that. But
you know, that's why I like my own camera rather than a built-in one, because it's so much better. But, and you know what it is too, maybe it could be that when we're doing casts, like, people like to see you, obviously. Like, meaning they don't want to see me all faded out and weird and shit. They're like, oh, God, fix your damn computer. I'm not going to watch your video now. Maybe that's why the views are down. I don't know. Maybe it's just I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, which I think that's the case. I think I haven't been putting up enough casts. You know, even yesterday we did 3 and then I was done.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, me of the past would have probably did a couple more, but I've been going to bed early.
Sometimes like, and plus with everything you said was going on, that sort of deters you from wanting to do casts as well.
Yeah. Well, today there's freaking loud ass construction noises and shit. Shut the fuck up. This other guy's like, like since fucking 6 in the morning. He must be like the leader of the construction guy, and he's like, and I'm like, what? So it's like watching a comedy cartoon with a little guy screaming and jumping up and down. So it's like, this is a real person out there. I wanted to go outside and interview. It's like, hey,
are they doing the streets out there, or
they're doing some shit on this block? I mean, there was a house that, like a year ago, like the whole ceiling caved in. It was a fire or something.
Oh, damn.
And they need to like tear it down and rebuild it. I don't know if it's that or that this new guy moved in, fixing his house. The other guy's redoing his house. So it's just like, you know what it is? I'm used to do casts at night because I'd be working in the day. So I'd never be friggin' here to hear this shit. I don't know if you can hear it now.
No, I can barely hear it.
Oh, you can. It's like, you know. But now that I'm home, I'm like hearing every fucking thing. It's like annoying as hell. So I try to change my routine. I try to go out, you know. But the thing is, when you go out, of course, there's the chance you're gonna spend money, and that's the thing that I've been trying to, you know. It's like I have it in my head. All right, you want to do a book, but you're not putting money away for it. All right, you want to do this, but you're not putting. So it's like, you know.
Do you stay in or do you
go out?
Right,
you don't want to stay in. Right, then you don't want to, because if I go out, I'm gonna have pizza. I'm like, oh shit, I'm eating. You know, listen, we have Giacomo's is a great pizzeria. It's my new fave, right? And they have like the lunch special. It's like $5 for 2 slices and a drink, right?
Nice.
You can even have a Sicilian, 2 Sicilians in a drink. And I like the atmosphere. I like going out now, and because I used to do like going out and eating out and everything. And then after a while, I got in a phase where I didn't want to eat out. I wanted to bring everything home. Now I'm in the phase I want to go out and eat again. But now it's like financially can't keep doing that every day unless things change. But so yeah, and then it's like, well, you know, I was saying, oh, I'm not gonna buy games and stuff, but then I'm like, oh, screw that. But I want to buy games anyway because I like to.
Here's pizza. And of course, like I said, we've got what's funny is here, if you go across the street from the mall, there's a little strip center. And there's like Starbucks. There's a place to refill cartridges, printer cartridges.
Yeah.
As well as there's Pizza Hut, and literally right next door to it is a Domino's.
Right.
But if I stay in the mall, we've got Villa Pizza, which is a good pizza. You get those big ass. I'm going to call them big ass slices.
Yeah.
And I remember living in North Carolina, we had Sabarios, which was similar.
One time I had an assignment and I had to work at KB Toys in Lindsay, New Jersey, and the staff there, I was covering over the store, managing the store, and this friggin' pizza place, the staff there, like, listen, you're gonna try this. They had to have 3 guys to carry this pie. It was like ginormous.
good.
One slice was like the equivalent of 4 or 5 slices that I couldn't even eat one slice. And I know it's like, what? I just, to have that again. Now, when I was in Jersey, when I was working for the Galaxy, I'm not working for the Galaxy anymore, they had this pizza place where nice price and the pizza was big. I think I even did a video that was my birthday. The pizza was the size of my desk, but it wasn't as big as Linden, New Jersey. One day I want to go back to Linden, New Jersey and try that out.
When I was living in, this was like going way back. This was when I was a young blind dyslexic.
Right.
I was around between 6 and 8 years old. I was living in Owensboro, Kentucky, and there's a place called Union Station. And turned out it was like this old train station that they made into a pizza joint. And it was kind of cool. I mean, they had like, I remember they had like cloth screens, like the type of screens you would have to watch movies on when you're at school, you know?
Yeah.
The thing. I remember one Halloween, and you understand this is back between like the 70s and that, all right? So it's nothing like the Bram Stoker Dracula. But so this guy comes, I forget if it was Halloween or around Halloween, basically, but this guy was dressed up like the old Boris Karloff
mummy
vampire. And of course, you understand, between 6 and 8 years old, my eyes were watching this guy going, no, this guy is not going to get anywhere close to me. But it had good pizza too.
When I was a kid, my dad, the thing was, because my dad, we had like a certain day for everything, right? So my dad instilled in us that, hey, when I get out of work on Friday, it's Friday night, whole family's going to Pizza Town. Pizza Town was like shaped like, it used to be called Pizza Clown, but then they changed it to Pizza Town. And it was like this circular thing, almost looked like a tent, but it wasn't. It was like whatever, the pizza place was like circular. And they had shirts on there that they had like He-Man type shirts, but like, because He-Man was big at the time, but they like pizzas of the universe, something like they had like a spoof of He-Man, but with the pizza. And I used to love, I used to wait by the window for my dad to come home. My dad would, come home and get changed, and then we would go out. And Friday night was pizza. That was a night. It wasn't a thing where everybody ordered pizza every day. That was a different time.
Yeah.
Era. You had a different day. Like Saturday, we spent visiting, and then I had hot dogs on the hot dog truck. There was hot dog trucks everywhere. And then Sunday, it was you go to the place, the deli thing, like the Caggiano's or whatever, some type of specialty thing. You get the hot Italian bread. You get seeds or not seeds. You get the cold cuts. You get all the stuff. And we would get all our stuff, and me and my dad would watch football on Sunday all the time. And if it wasn't football or whatever, we got like all the cold cuts and everything. And then at night, it would be always on Sunday night, it would be pasta. Whether my mom would make it, whether we go to my grandmother's or whether we go somewhere else, it would always be instilled, like the whole world, like almost, that Sunday was pasta, Friday was pizza. But I only ate. See, when I was a kid, my mom, like, I would only eat certain things. And what my mom didn't know at the time was I had relatives that were trying to force me to eat other stuff that probably made it where I would never eat that food again. So I only ate pizza, hot dogs, macaroni. I never had French fry. Okay. I never had gum because my sister choked to death almost on gum, and I never had gum. So I never had all this stuff that normal kids would have because I was just afraid to have it. So certain things I wouldn't eat. Like I never even had a damn taco until friggin' my senior game advisor, PJ, when I worked for Electronic Boutique, made me eat a taco when I was a store manager. And he's like, "You're eating a soft taco." And I'm like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh my God." And then he made me try gum too. It was like crazy. So I'm a late bloomer, even with French fries and all the stuff. And then it took me forever to have chicken, like crispy chicken, like Wendy's or something, which now it's like the doors are opening. Now, I mean, Jesus, I think my friend Paulette introduced me to penny vodka because I never had like different pastas. And then And I
I thought
love
you said
that.
penny vodka for a second. I thought, okay,
Penny vodka.
this is going to be interesting.
Penny vodka, the pasta. You ever had that?
Okay.
Penny vodka?
Okay. Yeah, after you
You
said
had
that,
that, right? Yeah,
about.
so I had that, and then, because like I said, I was so stubborn to eat new foods. Very stubborn. I would know, I would like a child, even if I was a teenager, I was like, no! So, just to eat, when I went to Vegas on a conference for Electronic Boutique, I had salad, which I never really ate salad.
I've never eaten a salad as long
Well,
as
let me tell you, I was the greatest thing I've ever tasted, and then I started drinking Chardonnay from when I was in Vegas. So Vegas is a whole different animal. And I started liking wine and Chardonnay, and red wine. I was like, so, but salad, now every day I want salad, which is good because Sharon's, healthy. You have to have this, you have to have this. I mean, she has, everything set up for herself. She's thin, she eats with portions. I mean, I can't have that because my body's government is weird. But
yeah.
But I have to have salad all the time. I love having a salad every day. It's very, and then I'm like always have like a bowl of Cheerios at night. I used to only drink soda. I never really drank water. Now I drink water all the time, and I hardly drink soda, which is good.
That's me with pop today.
And for a while, I stopped the pizza for a while.
Left, right, and center. And I cut myself down, I eventually cut myself down to have 1 or 2 a day.
Yeah. And eventually I stopped pizza for a while. And then it's like, oh, why am I losing my hair? I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's what we want. But I'm like, I love pizza. Why am I giving that up? So I went back to pizza, have pizza all the time. When I'm in the city, I like to there's this place called, this is hot dog place, Papaya, whatever thing. Hot dogs are like $1.50 each.
We have a place here called Naughty Dog. I meant to.
Oh yeah.
Which is I gotta remember to send you the link. It's got.
Is that devil? What was that devil dog you got? Or the other thing is called
Hell Dog.
Hell Dog.
That I get from Quick Trip.
Is that like the sauces that will burn your mouth off, or no?
No, what it is it's just a regular jalapeno and cheese hot dog, which you get from one of the rollers, and then all those nice little fixins I add myself.
When I was in Port Richmond, which was not really a good place to stand out, but when I used to work in Port Richmond, there was this like Mexican place that there was like a bakery and they had hot dogs, and I would go in there and I remember I just wanted hot dogs, I didn't know they put this freaking spice all over the hot dog. I thought I was gonna die. I'm like, oh my god, and I'm like, then I had to get, I got like a smoothie, a strawberry banana smoothie, but I don't know what they put in that too because, but it was like.
There's a restaurant right next door to me. It's one of those Mongolian grills. And it's pretty much, it's really cool how they've got it set up inside. But yeah, they've got 2 bar setups. Yeah, 2 bar setups. They've got the stuff where you can get 3, I'm sorry. They've got like all the like the chicken, the meat, and all that in one little bar. They've got your vegetables in another, and then they've just before you go over to the grill area. There's a funny thing I got to tell you about that too. That's where your sauces are, and of course they've got the little flame on the thing. So I always make certain. So I get I literally get the most hottest sauce they've got there. I put about 7, 6, around 7 or 6 in these little tiny little cups. But one of the times I was there, I was watching the guy make it, and it's like, am I going to see a Final Destination thing? Because the guy, the guy hit a spot on the floor and nearly slipped and fell into this big old disc things, which they used to cook.
Oh shit!
Oh crap! He's going to be serving himself.
Yeah, Final Destination.
But I think you're talking about things that you would only eat. Yeah. Well, stir fry is the same way with me.
Right.
By themselves, there are certain vegetables that I won't eat. But you throw it into stir fry, I would down that stuff before you even knew it.
My grandmother on my dad's side used to I used to like pound cake, right? Mm-hmm. So my grandfather, just to be a nudge, knows I didn't like lemon cake. Which is
take that.
Right. So he would like trick my grandmother, and he would like put the package of lemon or something in the package pound. and he'd test my taste buds to see. And I'd be like, Nanny, this is not, I don't like this. This is lemon cake. She's like, no, it's not. Sammy, tell him, right? And he's like, yeah, it is. He'd be like, my grandfather had this laugh. He's like, and he would try to trick me. And I'm like, God, you know, like, Poppy, whatever. And she'd be mad at him because my grandmother was like the head of the house. It wasn't like, it was different. Like, my grandmother was the head of that house. My grandfather made the money. She's like, we're doing this with the money. We're doing this. We're going here. We're going here. He's like, okay. You know, so it was great. I would go on the weekends to my grandmother's house, and my grandfather was like my companion, like, you know, like, we're going here, and I'm running around, and he was trying to make sure I don't get killed or something, and, you know, watch over me like a freaking bodyguard or something. And I'd be like, oh, what's this? I'm sticking my hand in there, and there's like frogs, and there's this, and oh, watch out, the snake. I don't know, whatever. So, but I was like always as a kid running around. I had my bikes. They bought me like when I was a kid, I had this fire engine thing. I had these big wheels.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
I had all these things, but they wouldn't get me a bike because they didn't want me, because I kept getting hurt, like I skinned my knee all the time. So I was always in the backyard. That was the whole thing. So yeah.
I remember learning to ride a bike one time.
Well, I learned how to do a bike eventually, but yeah.
No, I was learning how to ride a bike. I think we were at the local. I think we were at the. We were in. I'm trying to think. Was it Owensboro or Bettendorf, Iowa? I forget which. But I was going good. I mean, it's like. But of course, there's this lamppost pretty much right in front of me. Mm. I'm going. I keep going. You know, I should. I was thinking. You know how it is. You think you should turn, but I was going so good that I thought if I turned, I'd fall. But boom. Bammed right into the post. And
well, I told you I smashed into a cement wall on my bike.
Yeah.
That now, 30 years later or whatever, it's an issue because of my teeth, that now the injury is messing up something. It is that injury that, you know, something happened with my teeth or whatever that's causing problems down there. So I got to get stuff done. And it's like all these decades now, it's like manifesting these things that happen when you're young.
Other than fillings, I'm surprised I didn't have any problems with my teeth because I was around 5 or 6 years old living in Fairview Heights, Illinois, and which is a hop, skip, and a spit away from Belleville, or as another buddy of mine from Facebook says, Bell Vegas, and close to East St. Louis. But no, I was running around downstairs. Something Mom and Dad always says, "Stand down, stand down." Well, I slipped and ate an end table.
Wow.
And there's pictures of me. I've got this big old pucker on my face because of it. And I didn't lose any teeth, amazingly. But I couldn't, my mouth hurt so damn much that I couldn't even eat ice cream.
Well, let me tell you something. That when I smashed into cement wall, my school just finished. Went to my aunt's house. I'm racing around. I saw a bee whenever I crashed into the thing, right? And my whole summer was screwed because I had to get stitches. My lip cracked open. I looked like a freak, like a monster. And you know, back then, kids were not kind. Like, they would bully you. I did not leave my house the whole summer. That my father was just telling me every day, "You ugly." They're like messing with, like, man, he's like, "You fucked up," like whatever. Like, my dad would just shove it in my face. I'm like, "Shut up!" And like every day, because he wanted me to never do that shit again. Not that he was being cruel. He just didn't want me to be killed one day doing these crazy fucking things. So he's like, "You see that now? You look like a monster, right?" Whatever. Yeah. And I was like, you know, and it healed just before school started, thank God, and nobody could tell the difference. But it was the worst summer. I blocked out. It was like miserable. So
that was me as a kid. Mom always joked about how she had to carry insurance papers in her purse because of all the kids. I'd be the one who naturally would find some way to get themselves hurt, and thank God I grew up during the time I did.
I was.
They would have taken away because they thought I'd been abused.
Oh yeah, when I was a kid and I used to go to my grandmother's on the weekends. We used to always go to the arcade. They had the arcade. There was two things. It was like an arcade here, which had a fun house, bumper cars, and they had like a hot dog stand in the arcade, which the guy just made you hot dogs while you whatever. So I you know how you signify things. Like now, back then, I always had root beer with hot dogs. So now it's like you'll, like by taste wise, you know, you have like it triggers your memory and everything. So I remember all the time playing skee ball with a hot dog in a hand, doing the thing and the root beer. And I had, and then the thing next to it in the same area was the rides. It was like all these different rides that you had, that you went on. Plus they had skee ball and they had arcades, but I liked the other one because the other one was just main arcade. And I loved it when we had Masters. Masters was a department store like Target or Walmart, and they had an arcade in there, they had a Petland in there, they had all these different things in there.
That's what it was with Woodland Hills and Promenade in the day.
And the pizza was great, and it turned out like years later I was friends with the pizza guy that was, he was young too, and his dad had pizzerias and stuff like that. So, but you know, talking about food, now I want to go and I want to get like food, right?
Oops, sorry.
Today? You working today?
Yep.
I might just go out. Maybe I'll go to the mall. I don't know. I want to. There's certain places that I would just go to just for the, like this place called Sal and Lloyd's. They have the best vodka pizza.
Yeah.
You know, like certain places are famous for certain things.
Yeah.
I remember somebody in the island used to make a grandma pie, but thick, not thin.
Ooh.
And it was ridiculously good. And I go all over the island and everybody's doing these grandma pies that thin. I'm like trying to talk to them. I'm like, but what about the thick pie? They're like, there's no such thing. I'm like, yes, there is. Like, you know, when you know, just like when I was a kid, I remember there was the pink and green cookies. Before they invented the leaves, remember they invented the leaf cookies? There was the chocolate in the middle, and the whole thing was pink, which I think they make a variation of it now, but it's not pink. It's like white in the stores with the black in the middle. And those used to be my favorite cookie. And then they changed it, and somebody came up with a concept of a freaking leaf. And I'm like, oh, that's the leaf thing. Compared to that was crap. But, and then even, remember we were talking the gingerbread man?
Yes.
It was better when it was like the chocolate and the two sides. Then somebody got cheap and decided to implement their stupid ideas of every single bakery in existence. And now they split it in half. So you're paying the same price for half a cookie.
Yeah.
I was pissed about that. Then they got the 7-layer, which is a rainbow cookie, that it's great, but now they have one that they have chocolate, like freaking dipped, like a chunk in there. And I'm like, oh, and then they have them, they do the 7-layer donut and the bagel, which the donut was $5, one donut. Remember I told you that? It was like a $5 donut. Yeah. Now I'm going to be eating like crazy today. All these people are mowing their lawns for 5 hours.
What I was hearing, I could make out.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, at first I thought it was your TV.
No.
You had low and. Oh, that's the way it is here. This is the way it is here when the maintenance starts doing the mowing. But the funny thing is, I know they don't do it because of what I was thinking. But
how long does it take to do the fucking lawn, though?
Watch like a YouTube thing or a movie. It's like, oh, let's get close to Scott's place. Oh, he's just.
I think they do the whole block. I think they're doing the whole block. I'm gonna go out there one day and film. I'm like, yo, I think they do the whole fucking block. But here's the thing: they do it every day. How many fucking days can you do lawn like every day? Like, why would you do it every day? I mean, I don't have a lawn to do that. I would know what I do, but every day.
I remember working. I remember there was this one guy that came into Sears about a few years ago, and he had to get a new mower. And he said he was griping out his son because he thought he had mowed the lawn funky.
Yeah.
Well, come to find out, it was the mower. One of the wheels had been, one of these little adjusters for the wheel was screwed up. And that's what happened.
Please, you don't want me to start gardening because I'll start shaping up fucking bushes like fucking tortoises and shit like that. We still have to contend with this Doctor Who musical rumor bullshit.
Oh, good Lord.
God,
the hills are alive.
Just because Buffy did it. Ever since Buffy did it, everybody's got to do it. Yeah. Everybody's got to do it. Flash has got to do it. You're a super friend. I mean, do you need to do it, Doctor Who? No. See, here's the thing. You do it in Doctor Who when the ratings are through the roof.
Yes.
And you can have a risk to take. But you don't do it in Doctor Who when the ratings suck or when everybody hates the show or when whatever. That's when you don't do it. But this guy just doesn't.
There's talk
Chibnall
about the guy who
doesn't
plays Cisco wanting to go back to do his stage work, and that's one of the reasons why he might be leaving Flash either this year or next year.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, Supergirl's probably last year is next year. And then the Flash might. Look, these things are getting older and people losing interest, I guess. Because you know what it is? After a while, here's the thing, right? And I haven't been watching it that much, but isn't it funny how they do something in Flash, and Flash has his daughter in the future, and then you have Arrow with his daughter. It's like, are they the same showrunner copying each other's storylines? And I mean, what's next? You're going to do that with Supergirl? It's like they keep doing the same shit over and over and over and over and over again.
I joked about
do new shit. A
couple years ago about I never watched a soap opera in my life.
Right.
But that's what I joked about a lot of times with a lot of people who are addicted to them. Says, you know, if you miss yours, just go watch another one, and you can get caught up.
Right. See, the thing is, I love the story arc that lasts the whole season, right? Which Supergirl will be great, but if they do the wrong one, then it sucks because you're like, oh, this fucking Agents of Liberty thing sucks. And then it's like, you have shitty stuff with Lex Luthor. It's like, oh. So I got to get back into Supergirl, but the Flash thing, too, got so fucking ridiculous, weird shit with me. Was done. And Arrow was just,
And what happened in Flash, I sort of predicted that was the way they were going to go. They did it because, I mean, it's a good plot twist, I'll tell you that much. I didn't expect them to go the route that they did.
Well, you can just spoilers. You can tell me. You can tell me. Spoil it. You can spoil it.
Basically, Reverse Flash him. I was thinking, I had this odd feeling he's manipulating Nora.
Right.
Yes, I kept on having this feeling. And
why was he manipulating her, though?
Huh?
Why was he doing it, though?
Well, that's just it. We're going to find out in this.
Because he created another speedster or something? Another villain or something?
Not exactly. But I was thinking, I just started getting the feeling he's manipulating her. Why is he being so nice? He's setting it up to where she uses the reverse speed energy to get back to their time after the disillusion that Barry had with her. And then they've got to destroy the wand, which the one villain's got. And I'm thinking, just something doesn't feel right. Why is he being so blah, blah, blah? Well, he's going to use that in order to escape.
Okay.
So we're going to find out.
But has it been as good as other seasons, though?
It's been good. I mean, granted, there's been a few episodes. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah. But we heard Picard is going to be on Amazon Prime. Not.
Oh, that's good. Well, I got it.
Well, here's the thing. They said internationally. I don't know if they're going to have Picard on CBS All Access. That's interesting. I heard about that yesterday.
Because I did watch about a few, like last month, the month before, did have season 2 of the update of the tech. And that was a good one. I hope they don't need to have a third season, but I hope they do. Yeah. But because they ended it quite well with it.
Yeah. All right. I think that's it for today. For now, no, not for today. For now. Yeah. You got to do your thing, and I got to do my thing. So, all right, guys. I'm probably going to be playing PlayStation and going out. Have a great day. We'll be back later. Hopefully, we get some type of massive news later. I'm hoping. I know Terminator, we have to wait a couple of days, but hopefully something hits. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Take care. Bye for now.